Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction. Tonight I'm continuing with Rush, the Cygnus X-1 series, I guess. It's only 2 videos that I was requested to watch. This is a donation request from Todd F. And Todd, I don't think I mentioned in book 1's reaction, you had asked me to listen to that Texas Flood by Stevie Ray Vaughan, the live performance. I have seen that video already several times. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. I feel like maybe I messaged you about it. I'm not sure. Just wanted to mention it now just in case I hadn't said that yet. This is book 2, Hemispheres. Like with book 1, I'm going to do a little bit of reading on this just to kind of get the gist of the story. So in book 1, The Voyage, we had the explorer who pretty much got really close to the black hole. It seems like we don't know what happened to him from there. So I imagine this will be a continuation of that. This says the explorer re-enters the story midway through book 2, left a wandering soul due to the destruction of his body. Okay. He has emerged into Olympus, where he witnesses the gods Apollo and Dionysus caught in the struggle between mind and heart. Prior to his arrival, the logical thinkers are led by Apollo, and the emotional people are ruled by Dionysus. Apollo shows his followers how to build cities and explore the depths of science and knowledge, but a lack of emotional attachment to each other allows Dionysus to lure many of them into the wild forest where he provides love. Who can resist that, right? His followers do not store any food for the winter, leaving them blindsided when winter arrives. A conflict breaks out as the 2 different ways of life clash, leading to the world splintering into hemispheres, each with a deeply unhealthy society. Wow. Okay. When the explorer reflects on what he sees, he becomes tormented in the lack of balance of the people who insist on one extreme or the other, and the violence that has ensued. His silent scream is felt by the warriors and causes them to rethink their struggle and unite. Wanting someone to keep them in check to avoid a repeat of their conflict, the gods recognize the explorer as a nascent, I don't know if I'm saying that right, a nascent new god, and name him Cygnus, the god of balance. The final words of book 2 describe a harmonious society where emotion, quote unquote, the truth of love, and logic, quote unquote, the love of truth, coexist and feed each other, quote unquote, in a single perfect sphere. Oh my God. I just recently dealt with something on the channel this weekend, the 4th of July weekend, in regard to some of my commentary for the warning song 21st Century Blood. But this particular description of this second half, or this book 2, completely relates to it. It may not be an appropriate time to mention it, or appropriate at all to even talk about it, because I dealt with it behind the scenes. But this description of the song kind of just reminded me of this whole situation. It's still fresh on my head. So, all right. I absolutely loved book 1. Let's see what book 2 has in store. I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and take a listen. So this part of the song, we don't know what has happened. Listen to that bass. That triangle. He's standing on a brain, isn't he?
When our weary world was young, struggle of the ancients first began, the gods of love and reason.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to look up the lyrics. I'm going to go ahead and follow the lyrics. I'm going to back it up here.
When our weary world was young, struggle of the ancients first began, the gods of love and reason sought to learn to rule the fate of man.
Listen to his voice.
They battled through the ages, but still neither force would yield. Their people were divided. Every soul a battlefield. Every soul a battlefield.
Wow. Holy tempo change, Batman.
We can build a world of wonder. I can make you all aware. I will find you food and shelter, show you fire to keep you warm through the endless winter storm. You can live in grace and comfort in the world that you transform. The people were delighted, coming forth to claim their prize. They ran to build their cities and converse among the wise. But one day the streets fell silent, yet they knew not what was wrong. The urge to build these fine things seemed not to be so strong. The wise men were consulted and the bridge of death was crossed. In quest of Dionysus to find out what they had lost.
Some of the drums. It's really cool. Wow.
I bring love to give you solace in the darkness of the night, in the heart's eternal.
Okay, I'm going to go back to when this first started. There was a lot of twists and turns musically in the first book. It seems like there's even more now, but it feels like we're just almost 7 minutes in. And I'm already feeling a familiar, like when the tempo changes back to like it just did before I paused, it just feels familiar to me already. It's kind of strange because for a flash second, I think, have I heard this before? And then I'm like, wait a minute. This tempo, this sound was just minutes ago in the song. And there's so many different changes in the tempo and the feel of the music, and it's like listening, it's like watching a movie but in audio, like a very intense dramatic movie all the way from start to finish. Definitely another song I'm gonna have to hear several times before I get the gist of everything, as I'm sure you guys all know, those of you who do know this song. All right, let's keep going.
I bring love to give you solace in the darkness of the night, in the heart's eternal light. You need a
It's traveling around my head.
The universe divided is the heart and mind colliding with the people left unguided for so many troubled years. In a cloud of doubts and fears, the world was done as thunder into hollow hemispheres.
That vocal effect.
Some fought themselves, some fought each other. Most just followed one another. Lost in this like their brothers.
I feel like this is like a running melody here.
The truth could not appear. Their spirits were divided into blinded hemispheres.
Man, that effect.
Some who did not fight brought tales of woe to light. My Rocinante sailed by night on her final flight. To the heart of Cygnus, fearsome force, we set our course. Spiral through the timeless spice to this immortal place.
That sounded like a flyby. That same melody I spoke about that sounded familiar. Wow.
I have memory and awareness, but I have no shape or form. As a disembodied spirit,
He sounds disembodied. The effect on that vocal is very, it sounds just like you think it would. Let's just keep going. I've been taking a little bit of notes here just so I wouldn't forget what I want to say, but I just don't want to keep interrupting.
am dead and yet unborn. I have
I am dead, but yet
passed into
unborn.
another birth, as was told, tales of old, to the city of immortals, marble white and purest gold. I see the gods in battle rage on high.
Okay.
Thunderbolts across the sky. silent screaming inside.
Then all at once the chaos ceased. A stillness fell, a sudden peace. The warriors felt my silent cry and stayed their struggle mystified. Apollo was astonished. Dionysus thought me mad. But they heard my story, mother, and they wondered and were sad. Looking down from Olympus on a world of doubt and fear, its surface splintered into sorry hemispheres.
Whoa.
They sat a while in silence, then they turned at last to me. We will call you Cygnus, the god of balance you shall be.
I can't keep up with these changes. Like mood-wise. Sounds like the end, but I didn't think it was.
We can walk our road together if our goals are all the same. We can run alone and free if we pursue a different aim. Let the truth of love be lighted. Let the love of truth shine clear. Sensibility, armed with sense and liberty.
Oh my God.
With the heart and mind united in a single perfect state.
That ending just brought me to tears because it ended up saying something I wrote down very early on. You know, you've got these two sides pushing two different agendas. If only we could put them together and have a little bit of both. We need both. I don't feel like you can go through this life happily or maybe even successfully if you don't have a little bit of both love and logic. You absolutely need both. If you just take the love part, it's going to destroy you. If you just take the logic part, it's going to destroy you. I don't know how else to say it. And at the end, the music changed so dramatically during, right before they talked about him becoming a god of balance. After that, it was just like, we can have a little bit of both from these sides. Let's just, we have to have the same goals, and it can work if we do. you know, and those goals have to be aligned on both ends. And I just feel like this song was so, I mean, it was true back then, I'm sure, in its own way. I just feel it's so prophetic today. It perfectly describes how I'm feeling with the state of the world today. Specifically, the situation I spoke about in the beginning of the video. I'm an American, so everybody I meet within America online automatically wants to talk about politics, and I'm just... I'm at a point where I just want to plug my ears and close my eyes and just la 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 my way through the rest of life. I just don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But, you know, this whole balance thing, this balance theme within this song just perfectly, you know, even the I can't go anywhere, I can't hide, and my voice is screaming from within, you know, that's how it just hits the nail on the head to how this feels for me personally. I don't know. That was just, that one got me. The fact that Neil wrote this 40, 50 years ago, you know, this whole thing we're going through today is a tale as old as time. It's gone on in ruling parties since the dawn of man. It's all very relatable throughout history. You know, it's just different from generation to generation. Back when he wrote this, it's the same thing, just different variables. I feel like today there's a little bit of a progression of how things have, I'm speaking about things in my lifetime. I was born in the 70s, early 70s. And since I've been old enough to know what's been going on in the world, I feel like there's been a serious progression in not just politics, but of course technology, and that everything ties together. It's gone so fast, you know, since we hit this century, it's gone so fast. That song was fucking brilliant, as I knew it would be. Definitely a song I'm going to have to listen to multiple times to kind of grasp everything. I connected to music emotionally, and that one had me feeling all kinds of moods. Like, you know, I talked about the tempo changes and just the changes in the music. There was lighthearted, tender moments musically for me. There was scary, a little bit of scary moments musically, like very dramatic, serious. And there was some rocking, and there was some, like, I wanted to move. I felt a myriad of emotions throughout that entire song. And that is typical, I think, of these amazing works of art from Rush. Neil was a brilliant lyricist, and Alex and Getty are genius at their craft. And I talk about this all the time, but the fact that three of them got together and created what they did, I don't think anything else will ever compare to it. And I just appreciate the fact that I'm listening more and more to stuff that I don't know, because it just helps reiterate what I already knew growing up listening to the stuff I did listen to from them. I really don't feel like I've even broken the ice, even though I know a lot of Rush stuff. But I feel like there's so much more to explore. This is the first one I've recorded tonight, and my brain's hurting already a little bit. Maybe I should have saved it for last. Todd, thank you so much for suggesting this one. I really appreciate it. Anything else by Rush that you don't think I might know? Let me know. As I've said before, I pretty much know 2112 album and moving pictures and some other sporadic things, stuff they played on the radio, I know, of course. But yeah, just let me know if there's anything else that I need to hear before I die. I want to just make sure I hear all the good stuff. Thank you all so much for being here to watch. I will see you next time.